You may be wondering what is manifestation. Or some people may think that manifestation is the ability to just think about something and it happens. But let me tell you exactly what is manifestation. Manifestation is training the mind, body, and spirit to think, feel, and believe, and to take action so that whatever you're thinking about will come to fruition. Well, I am going to share with you ways in which I manifest things in my life so that I can become prosperous today. Evanity Star TV. Hi, my name is Evanity Star TV, and I'm here to share with you the power of manifestation and how I use manifestation to change my life. And I hope you can do the same for yourself. When I think about becoming a nurse, it was farthest from my achievement, and I knew that I had some work to do. So the first thing I did was to manifest the fact that I needed to have these subjects, and I had to prepare myself in order to take action to gain these subjects to become a nurse. So I manifest by seeing myself as a nurse and preparing myself to become the nurse. So what I did, I went back to school, I got the subjects, and when I got the subjects, I started nursing school, and the journey wasn't easy. I started in nursing school, and everything was, my willpower was to keep going. I started seeing myself walking on the unit in my white uniform and being that person that I want to become in order to be successful in my life. When I started nursing school, I never knew that I would be this successful, but because I manifested seeing myself in a position where I have to achieve it, then I think this is what had really brought me to becoming successful. The next step is, after I became a nurse, I manifested coming to the United States. And I started to preparing myself. I started seeing myself. But the funniest thing about manifestation, I always try to manifest one thing at a time, because I needed to put my energy and my focus, put everything in what I wanted. So I picture it and I put myself in the situation, and I knew that I had to achieve it. So all my energy was focusing on achieving coming to the United States. I registered with the CGFNS. I did my exam, and I was successful, not knowing that I would come to the United States. I don't know how I would get to the United States, but I knew. But I went to the embassy because my sister was having some complications, and as a result, I got my visa. I manifested myself getting the visa. I tell myself that I was going to get that visa. So when I went to the embassy, I knew that there was no way anyone could tell me that they weren't going to give it to me. I saw the visa in my hand. And I manifest myself working in the United States. The recruiting team came to Jamaica, and it so happened that I had everything ready because I knew I was going to come to the United States. I don't know what was going to happen, but I knew within my heart that this was going to be possible for me. And as a result of me believing it and understanding that it is going to happen, and mentally thinking about it and working forward to achieving that goal, I started to save, because I knew it was going to take a lot of money to come to the state with me and my family. So I put that into existence. So when the time came for me to come to the United States, I was already prepared to come to the United States. I had everything prepared. I was mentally and physically ready, because I trained my mind, body, and spirit to believe in what is going to happen in my life. And as a result, I took the proper action and put it into play, and it worked for me. When I came to the state, I also used manifestation to purchase my car. And even though I didn't have the credit or anything, I just tell myself, yes, I'm going to use manifestation to get this. So I write the car down on a piece of paper and I post it on my wall, and I tell myself exactly 5 months I'm going to work and get enough money so that I can get this car. When I went to the bank, and they came back and told me that, well, unfortunately, we are not going to be able to give you the car because you have to work a certain amount of time. Your credit score wasn't good enough. And I use the power of manifestation to let them know that I'm from another country. I have a job. I have to go back and forth to my job, and I need this car. I have children that needs to go to the doctor. I have to go to the supermarket, and I start to use the power of manifestation that seen me into that car, going to and fro. And I told them that I need them to help me. I didn't go down on my knee and beg, but I just told them that I saw myself in that car, and I know that you are able to help me, whether I have credit score or not. So he said to me, oh, I like your persistency. Let me go and talk to my manager and see what my manager can do for you. So he went in and he came back out and he said, okay. And he called me by my name and he said, all right, my manager has signed to say, okay, he's going to give you a chance to get this car. I knew I was going to get the car. Even though whatever he told me, I knew I was going to get the car. They said they was going to give me only a $25,000 limit to purchase the car. And I was able to go to the car company and got the car exactly what I wanted. And another manifestation that I did about a year and a half after, I wanted to purchase a house. And I got a realtor and started on the house. And when I put everything through the bank turned me down. The bank wanted to know where I get all the money from, was giving me a whole lot of problem. But when I saw the house that I wanted, I knew that the house was for me. So I looked at the house and I said, yes, I just imagine myself in the house. Imagine me running up the stairs, running down the stairs, just going around the house. I just imagine me in that house. And my realtor told me that I wasn't going to get the house because somebody bid bigger. I told her I wasn't going to change the amount of money that I'm going to be putting down, because apparently she wanted to get more money from me. The bank was already giving me problem in wanting to know where I get my deposit, and my realtor now turned around and started to play trick on me by telling me that somebody else is getting the house, so they put down more money. I told her I wasn't going to put down any money, and I see myself in that house. So I went away and I told her I'm going to get this house. I told her this house is mine. I saw myself in the house. So it's so funny that she ended up calling me the next day and told me that the person who wanted the house changed her mind. Nobody changed their mind. She just wanted me to give her some more money. Anyway, I ended up getting the house and I was able to live in the house for 7 years. But unfortunately, I ended up losing that house because of a bad marriage. So I just walk away from the house and I've been living in an apartment, which is my choice. Because I said the next house that I want, I've not manifested myself to get another house up to this point, because I don't want the same thing happen to me that had happened to me before. Another manifestation was I wanted to get my bachelor's degree and a BSN. I went to East Carolina University and I said I wanted to have my BSN because this is the way to go into nursing. This is the way. I wanted to learn things. I wanted to understand things. And when I went to East Carolina University, they told me I had to start from scratch. I had to get all the prerequisites back, even though I'm a registered nurse. And I didn't get despondent. I just saw myself as a bachelorette nurse. So I just pushed myself. For years I was going back to school, and all I saw was the BSN written on my chest. And I continued going. I couldn't go full time because I had to work full time to take care of my family. So I was just doing little classes until that day came when I eventually graduated with my bachelor's degree. Now I did another manifestation. I saw myself as a psychiatric mental health nurse working on the floor. So I told myself that I had to achieve this. I had to push myself to the limit where I have to get this. It was costly, but I said I wasn't going to pay for it out of pocket. So I got a financial, student loan. So I got a graduate loan. And during that time, I saw myself as a psychiatric nurse practitioner. And I pushed myself so hard because it was so difficult. It was so difficult, and there are times when I felt like I would just change my mind. I didn't want to do this anymore because of assignments, and I felt like it was getting to a point in my life where I was becoming ill. But I still pushed on. I still push. I still stay motivated. I still take that action of motivation, and I keep pushing myself until I was able to graduate as a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. When I completed my course, then COVID hit, and it changed the course of action for me, where I stayed home and was home for a while. And I got a job, and during that time I wanted to work in psych. And they told me I had to work the med-surg floor because I have a lot of experience in medical surgical. So I worked the med-surg floor, and she told me there's no position available in psych at this time. But I told myself I wanted to work in psych, and I manifested it. Every day I'm going to work, I'm just thinking about working in psych. I worked on a med-surg oncology floor, where I was supposed to go and do my oncology course to start doing chemotherapy for the patient. And the same week when I was supposed to start, I knew oncology was not what I wanted. And this urge in me, because I already manifested that I wanted to go into psych. There was this urge that I should just go and look on the website to see if there was a position available. And it so happened there was one position available, and to work the night shift. And I said, oh my, there was no more position. And I applied for that position, and within a week I got interviewed, and the next day I was accepted to work in the psych ED, the area that I really wanted to work. And this is where I'm working up until today. So you see, guys, the power of manifestation and taking action in making whatever you're thinking come to fruition. You have to take action, because manifesting is not just thinking about it. You have to think it, feel it, and take action. And think it, you have to think it, feel it, and believe it. And believing in taking that action so that whatever you're doing can come to fruition. So guys, if you like what I've shared with you about the power of manifestation, don't be afraid to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your post notification bell so that you can be notified of more videos to come. And guys, anything you want in life, once you think it, feel it, and believe it, and you will see it, and you work forward to it, you can achieve it. So guys, just continue to walk safe and do the things that is right in your life.
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string.